Topic 1. Rivian receives a significant investment from Volkswagen, boosting confidence in the electric vehicle market. Volkswagen plans to invest up to $5 billion in electric vehicle startup Rivian, with the investment to be phased in by 2026. The initial investment will be $1 billion in the form of convertible debt. An additional $4 billion will be invested in two installments of $1 billion each in 2025 and 2026, and a further $2 billion is expected through a joint investment in 2026. This joint investment will focus on the development of electric vehicle architecture and software technology. Following the news, Rivian's stock rose more than 40% in after-hours trading. Rivian has taken measures such as reducing staff, reconfiguring its Illinois plant, and halting the construction of a new plant in Georgia to cut costs and secure cash. These measures are expected to save more than $2.25 billion in future capital expenditures. Rivian needed to secure funding for the production of the smaller and more affordable R2 SUV, set to launch in 2026, and this investment is expected to help meet those capital requirements. Rivian reported a loss of $1.45 billion in the first quarter of 2024 and held over $7.86 billion in cash, cash equivalents, and short-term investments as of the end of March, with total liquidity exceeding $9 billion. The investment comes as automakers are shifting strategies in response to slower-than-expected adoption of electric vehicles. It is not immediately clear how Volkswagen's partnership with Rivian will affect its planned $2 billion EV factory in South Carolina. Topic 2. Nobel Prize-winning economists warn that Trump's policies could reignite inflation, affecting the global economy. 16 Nobel Prize-winning economists have signed a joint letter warning that former President Donald Trump's re-election could negatively impact the economy. They expressed concerns that Trump's economic policies could trigger inflation again and argued that President Joe Biden's economic agenda is far superior to Trump's. Trump proposed making his first-term tax cuts permanent, imposing universal tariffs on all imports, and pressuring the Federal Reserve Fed to lower interest rates. The economists praised Biden for successfully reducing inflation quickly. The letter was released ahead of the first presidential debate between Biden and the Trump campaign rejected the Nobel laureate's stance. Topic 3. Visa and Mastercard face a legal setback as a $30 billion settlement over swipe fees is dismissed. A federal judge in New York, Margot Brody, dismissed a $30 billion antitrust settlement agreed upon by Visa and Mastercard with retailers. The settlement aimed to limit the swipe fees or interchange fees that retailers pay when processing card payments. The judge's decision followed opposition from retailers and retail industry groups who argued that the settlement did not provide sufficient benefits to retailers and allowed Visa and Mastercard to maintain too much control over how card transactions are processed. This could lead Visa and Mastercard to negotiate more favorable terms with retailers or face trial. Topic 4. Consumer confidence in the U.S. falls due to economic concerns impacting market volatility and consumer sentiment. Consumer confidence in the United States dipped slightly in June, with expectations for the short-term economic outlook declining. According to the Conference Board, the Consumer Confidence Index decreased marginally from 101.3 in May to 100.4 in June. Short-term expectations fell to 73, with figures below 80 potentially signaling an impending recession. However, consumers' perception of the current situation improved slightly. The job market remains strong, with 272,000 jobs added in May. However, there are signs of slight weakening in the labor market, with the number of Americans receiving unemployment benefits increasing for 7 consecutive weeks. Economic indicators show that the U.S. economy is in good shape by historical standards, but there are signs of slowing